We are kicking off today. Well, Wall Street is not looking good today. Looks like Wall Street may sell off a little bit more today as we enter tomorrow, right? As we enter the last day of December. Right now, Dow is kicking off minus 500, NASDAQ minus 300. Like I said yesterday, hopefully you guys had a chance to watch my Sunday walk video. It does seem like Wall Street right now, again, a lot of fund managers, they may be doing their thing, rebalancing, tax harvesting, getting ready for 2025. And that may be, what we're seeing right now, right? With a lot of the red, a lot of the sell-offs. But you know what? We do see a lot of that. We do see a lot of that end of the year. And then, the new year starts and then boom, things start flipping around right away, right? And that may be what's going on with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now, we're starting out the day a little bit lower than yesterday, unfortunately. We're around 92.6. However, we have seen this point many, many, many times over the last few weeks. We have seen this point, not a new low or anything like that. We have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you go back December, we've seen many points like this before. But a point I did want to stress, Robbie. Thank you for that super chat. We could talk about that in Q&A. One point I did want to stress again, and I did stress this in my Sunday walk video yesterday, and I guess I'll stress it again since I'm showing the chart already, is how good we had it, the first 2 weeks of December, right? I think it's good to remind ourselves that even though the last week and a half, you could say 2 weeks, maybe not so good since this top right here, December 17th till now. So it is approximately 13 days, less than 2 weeks, where you could argue we have come down or we've been going sideways around this 92, 94,000 mark. Let's not forget that the first 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, it was absolutely awesome. And we started December around the same mark. And let's not discount November, and let's not discount October, and let's not discount September and all the times before. So I know that some people are feeling not so good right now, feeling the pressure, feeling that this correction seems like it's taking all the fun away from all the gains that we've had. But zoom out a little bit and realize that we've only been in this little correction for the last 2 weeks, not even, and it certainly did not take away from the last 3 months of gains that we had, right? So when in doubt, zoom out a little bit, okay? But again, that does not mean we are going to somehow stop this bull run. That does not mean that this bull run is over. No. In fact, we got a lot to look forward to. And I totally forgot about this. And this is going to start actually really, really soon in 2025. The FTX repayment, which is absolutely huge, will start January 3rd. This is 3 days after the new year. We got $16 billion. This isn't stable coins, by the way. Okay. This is not giving back Bitcoin or ETH and, like Mt. Gox. A lot of people, Mt. Gox FUD is still out there. They're still giving back Bitcoin and stuff. So whenever you have like one of these payments to creditors, right? Like from a bankrupt exchange, a lot of people are always afraid, well, people that get it back will just sell off, right? But in this case, no, because FTX is actually, they already sold off everything. They're giving back people what they owe plus interest in stablecoins. So what do you think crypto people are going to do with the $16 billion worth of stables, right? So that's coming January 13th. Doesn't mean that the entire amount is given out, but from what I've told, like half of that is given out starting January 3rd, and then half of it is given out like starting March. So, within the next however many days. And then I think there's a little bit more to the institutions after that, but a lot of it will be starting January 3rd, which is, of course, a really good thing. We're talking about billions given back to retail investors. So you got to figure most of these crypto people will probably be using it to DCA, especially at these prices, right? So that's pretty good. That's coming up in the new year. And of course, you still have the big Bitcoin bulls like Saylor that will forever be buying more and more and more Bitcoin. I talked about this yesterday, and he did buy more. And this time, not at top, although it's still at top compared to today's price. Saylor did buy more Bitcoin, a little bit less than usual, but still another 2,100 Bitcoin, 209 million and 97,000 each. So now MicroStrategy holds 446,000 Bitcoin. Again, this is staggering. Okay, there's no other way to put it. He's been selling off and leveraging MicroStrategy in a big way in the last 2 months, have acquired over 200,000 Bitcoin. And it's a little bit concerning, especially for MicroStrategy shareholders, because what is this doing to MicroStrategy shares? But you know what? Saylor believes Bitcoin is going to have a huge year in 2025. Which is why he's doing this. But of course, a huge year the year after that, the year after that, and every year after that, because he believes Bitcoin is not going to stop because it's a scarce asset, right? And I do believe in that. So the big bulls are not going to stop. BlackRock is not going to stop. The ETFs are not going to stop. And we're only getting more. And outside of these institutions, we got a lot more coming in 2025 in terms of buyers. We talk a lot about the strategic reserve that's coming in the US. That's almost a guarantee at this point. We hear about a lot of other countries that's also following. Now we got Hong Kong, a legislator in Hong Kong proposing adding Bitcoin to their national reserve. Right, we got a former France minister saying that the ECB and the German central bank should do that as well, even though Germany had 30,000 Bitcoin that they had, but they had to sell off because some archaic law, right? They already had it, but they decided to sell it. But we got so many other countries that are now talking about it. This is considered a form of FOMO, even with countries. Because now they're anticipating what the U.S. is going to do, and all these legislators and Congress people or whatever, parliament members, they're all talking about the same thing. They're like, well, the U.S. go do it. Maybe we should do it. So even countries are starting to FOMO in, right? So you can't discount that. And we have states talking about it too. Texas is talking about it, and I forgot what other state was talking about it. Even states are prepared to add Bitcoin to their balance sheet. So, bottom line is, yeah, this is not the end of the bull run. Whatever we're seeing right now, no. The little correction that we're going through, the last 2 weeks of weakness, no. We are nowhere close to the end of the bull run. So anyone that is feeling it, just know that this is perfectly normal.